So I may have forgot to record a little bit. We put the new grill in, put the hood back on it, new cab lights installed. I did front brakes, which you'll see in the video. So I recorded, I was putting the seat back in the truck, putting the front brakes. I just put new shoes and new wheel cylinders in it. The brake line on this side, I'm gonna have to replace it or try to clean it out. This brake's working, the two rear brakes are working. I got a Harbor Freight pneumatic air bleeder to make it a whole lot easier. Put the master cylinder on, I have a video of that as well. The hood's got rust in it. New master cylinder. I had a new brake booster on the way, but when I was test driving the truck, I kind of ran over my foam, did on the frame rail, so it's a little bit of a setback. I didn't really record much content. It was a rainy day and I got off work kind of early and just started trucking along. Put the grill in. I like the two-piece grill. It's more for the year. I think the 350s ran the one-piece grill for a long time. Like, I think they ran them. It was still an option up until they quit making the truck. And I don't know if this grill was an option all the way through or not. Somebody might know that. But I do know this is like a higher package grill for the truck. So I bought a new seat cover for my junk seat. The seat is not in great shape. Excuse the mess in here. We've been diagnosing dash. Like right now we know the headlight switch, the dash isn't working because the headlight switch is bad. The cab light isn't working because behind the dash somewhere the cord was ripped. New seat cover, already getting junk up in it. And then the cab lights, they're a little bit bigger than stock, but I think that the chrome and clear lenses fit what I'm going for with the truck. I like them. I don't know if I love them. They definitely look better than the cracked yellow ones that I had on the truck. I got the little 2.5 gallon, and you might be able to zoom in and see the copper line on top of it, but it's pulling from the fuel pump. I still have it on kind of a siphon where it comes up and over. It still siphons the fuel out. That's good. This side, you gonna show them the fender? We're still in the early stages of molding. I got 1 can of spray foam left, and I'm really not loving how it's going so far. I'm not giving up, but I do want to find 2 sets of F-500 to F-700 fenders, and I want to actually, with 1 set, I could probably use them and fiberglass it. That's really what I want to do, but I'm going to keep going with this. We're going to keep it simple. We're not going to rush it. I really can't spend too much more money, so the headlight, the headlight, the dome light is probably going to be stuck on when I do get it wired back up. Once I get it wired back up, because this switch over here is broke. I don't really care about getting the gauge cluster put back in yet because I have the blinker switch itself, and then also under the hood where the coolant temperature, oil pressure, where all that stuff is, it's not plugged up to the engine, so I'm gonna have to wire that in before I put the gauge cluster. It's not gonna do me any good. I can't read any of those numbers right now. Right now it's more or less getting the chassis fixed. The biggest thing that I talked about in the last video is again, the bed gap is still not right on the truck, but I'm assuming, just based off of what we measured, it was 2.5 inches that the axle needed to move forward, but it's probably going to be more like 3 inches by the time I move the bed another 1/2 inch forward to 1 inch. I'm going to go ahead and probably take the bed back off here pretty soon, and it might give me a better angle to mold that foam and to work with it with the bed off. And also, once I get the angle cut down, it'll be easier to slide the bed forward to where I want it at. Maybe I need to trim a couple inches out of the end of the frame. I want to get the bed back off, figure that out, and then decide what route I'm going to go with the rear axle. Also, I think alternator and carburetor are the last things under the hood to get figured out before wiring. But you give it a little gas in the butterflies and it usually runs. I think I flooded it a little bit. I saved it though. Our fuel system second. Oh, I can show you. Dome light. It works. I mean, the housing itself is good, but obviously the wires aren't any good. And if I had the dash in, I could show you when you adjust this switch. It's probably just bad resistance back here. I could be able to save it, but I'll just buy a new one. It's okay. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video. Up and running, brakes are working, transmission shifting. I couldn't ask for more at this point. If you enjoyed the content, I appreciate it. I want to thank everybody who subscribed to the channel, who likes the videos, comments. I appreciate all that. And if you didn't like the video, I get it. I don't like to fucking work the bed too much.